Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Living Strong Adventures. I'm Peter Liciaga, your host, and today we're diving deep into lessons from the mat. And not just any lessons. Today, it's about the guiding principles, the concepts, these ideas, these big ideas and small ideas taken from my experience in martial arts that have been taught to me over the decades. Specifically, the life wisdom that I've learned through the decades and I've spent learning and experiencing and living out on this amazing life that I've lived so far. As I'm getting ready to step back onto the mats physically in 2025, I feel like I'm standing at the beginning of another journey, an adventure, new adventure. My time away from physical training has only intensified my relationship with martial arts on a spiritual, a mental, and emotional level. Every day of this journey has reminded me that martial arts is far more than what happens in the dojo or on the mats. It's about how we apply those lessons to every part of our lives. This Living Strong adventure I'm on at 63 years old has revealed how my purpose has deepened into something clear, essential, and powerful. And what I'm learning now more than ever is that these martial arts principles are even more meaningful in times of challenge. Tomorrow, I'll meet with my surgeon, Dr. Reed, for a 6-week post-op checkup on my first hip replacement. We'll be setting the date for my second hip surgery, a thrilling next step in this recovery adventure. The first surgery, along with the rehab and recovery, has been transformative. It's been a humbling, empowering experience that's shown me how each principle I learned on the mat becomes living and active within me and in my life. Stepping away from social media lately has given me a chance to listen more closely to what's inside and gain clarity. With this focus, I've gone back to some of the foundational teachings, readings, and reflecting on lessons from my own life and the deep essential principles of martial arts. In this proverbial isolation, as I call it, I've clarified my vision for what it will mean to get back on the mats in 2025, not just for myself, but for those I teach. When I return, I'll be committed to going deep, sharing these core principles with anyone seeking to live strong. This clarity will help me share the art I've come to love, appreciate, and really embrace in an empowering way that has made a difference in my life, especially and particularly Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, what people know as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which I began back in 2010. The beauty of Jiu-Jitsu lies in its elegance and the way it demands humility, patience, and adaptability. These are foundational principles for life, especially in the face of adversity. So, out of the 103 principles I've identified so far to carry into my teaching, I want to touch on a few today that are resonating with me deeply as I recover. And by the way, if you're curious to see the list yourself, click the link in the episode description to download the PDF of the full list. It's there for you to explore and even add to it. The first principle I'll touch on is Indomitable Spirit. This principle teaches us that true strength is not in overpowering others, but in refusing to be defeated by the hardships we face. As I manage this journey with my hip, Indomitable Spirit has taken on a new meaning. It's about finding that quiet, steady strength when times are hard, trusting in my journey, in my adventure, and believing in the purpose behind it. Another principle that I lean into each day is centering. In martial arts, centering is about finding balance and remaining grounded. It's also about controlling your reactions and emotions, staying focused even when everything around you feels like it's spinning and it's going crazy. For me, this is about being present focused, about not rushing to the next milestone, but rather experiencing every moment here and now. When I get back on the mats, it's this centering that I'll strive to share with my students. And finally, respect. In martial arts, respect is foundational. It's how we honor the journey, how we honor our adventure, our students, our teachers, and ourselves. In recovery, I'm learning to respect my body's limits and its incredible ability to heal. As I connect more deeply with the principles of martial arts, I feel a renewed respect for what my body has endured and the potential it still holds. Respect isn't about conceding. It's about recognizing strength and humility and honoring each step, even the painful ones. So, in 2025, I'll be back on the mats, and these principles, Indomitable Spirit, centering, and respect, will guide the teachings I share. My journey hasn't just been about healing from surgery. It's about realizing that I have the privilege and the calling to pass on the principles that have shaped my life. This is my Living Strong adventure. To everyone listening, thank you for being part of this adventure, part of this journey with me. Let's live strong together, and remember, these principles aren't just for the dojo. They're here for all of us, wherever we find ourselves, especially when life's challenges feel toughest. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, keep living strong.